Okay, in this lesson, I want to talk about the very cool things inside of Photoshop about smart objects. What are smart objects? What they are really do inside of Photoshop? Smart objects are those objects that you can change any parameters without losing your quality anytime and anywhere. You can get a perfect result, a perfect editing option, flexible editing options inside of Photoshop. Okay, let me show you what are these smart objects. For example, if I create a rectangle in here and maybe in this color, and if I create that and you see that it's a shape and it's a vector based. If I want to change this to a smart object, I can just simply select that and go in here and in this drop down, select convert to smart object. Once I click on this convert to smart object, it's now this shape is changed to smart object. And if I go in here and double click to this layer, you see that this prompt will disappear after editing the content. Choose fill save to comment the changes. This will reflect upon returning to meshkin.jpg. And I will show you what this prompt means. Click OK, and now you have that shapes in different artboards, in different docs. If I, for example, create another ellipse in here and put this, let me change the color and put this in here. And once I save this file and save in here, if I go to this JPEG, you see that changes without any other art efforting is applied to this smart object. And it is the benefit of the smart object that you, when you're working, for example, if you're a UI designer, you're working on multiple artboards, multiple documents inside of Photoshop, you have to use the smart objects without copy pasting, without any other art efforting. It just avoid time consuming while you're working, while you're creating your things inside of Photoshop. For example, I can change any things that I want. For example, blending options, colors, maybe this color, and add different other details. Any changes that I'll make in here is applied on my main image. And okay, and for applying the changes to our main file, if I don't save this rectangle, if you see that it's not applied in this main file, and once I go to file and change and save, you see that it's applied on my main object. Okay, the first thing that I want to talk about is a smart filter. What are those smart filters that I want to talk about? Smart filters are those filters that we can change different parameters after we apply that filter on our image. For example, if I add a normal filter, select this image and go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and if I add this, you see that I can apply that on my image, and after I working on different other things, I can undo that, I can't undo that, and I don't have any options. For example, adding this blur just in this area, I can do that. We can do this with mask also, but it's very time consuming. We can use a smart filter instead of masking. Okay, let's Control Z that and select one area of your image, and the first, okay, at the first, let's select our image and convert this to a smart object. And once you convert this to smart objects, for example, I've selected this area and I want to add blur just in these areas. Go to filter, add Gaussian blur. Once you add this Gaussian blur, you see that it's applied on those areas also, and we can change any other things. If I go to smart filters, I can change the blending option of that. I can change different other parameters in here. Also, if I select that and press Ctrl I, you see that it just invert that selection other parts of my image. And if I press Ctrl I again, you see that it's just converting that to the standard form. And if I go to a smart filter and add other filters like maybe filter galleries, let's add an sketch in here, and once I add this, you see that it's appear, and I can change the blending options and it's applied to this layers, and I can change different parameters in here also to change this, and you see that it's now, if I change this to normal, you see it's converting to normal. I can just soft light and any other things you can do with smart filters.